Do you feel that you're missing something? Something that makes you do those big damages and finally advance in the late game? I have the solution, and her name is Yukong, the first character with imaginary elements that you will see for free. She'll be another great support with an extremely OP skill which can make all the difference in your composition. The core of Yukong's gameplay revolves around her skill. Upon casting Emboldening Salvo, Yukong receives 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings. While there are active stacks, all allies receive a big bonus to attack. After each ally's action, a stack of Roaring Bowstrings is removed. Her ult, Diving Castro, combines with the previously acquired Roaring Bowstrings. Once you use the ult and there is 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings, all your allies receive a huge boost in crit rate and crit damage, but also scores imaginary damage to a single target. It doesn't take a genius to understand that you should always wait until you have Roaring Bowstrings before spending your ult. Her technique, when executed, in addition to increasing your movement speed, ensures that at the beginning of the battle you have 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings. Finally, her talent amplifies the basic attack after a number of turns, dealing more imaginary damage and increases the toughness, reducing damage of this attack. For your bonus ability we have Atyrium that blocks 1 debuff on Yukong and has 2 turns of cooldown, Bowmaster that increases imaginary damage done by all allies, and Magistus that regenerates Yukong's energy whenever an ally uses a stack of Roaring Bowstrings. Your priority of leveling up your traces should be something like this: your skill, then ultimate, then talent, then basic attack. Focus on your skill, as you constantly have to use it to buff your allies. After then, focus on your ultimate, which is her second way to buffing your team, in addition to being another way to offer a little bit more of damage. And last, her talent and basic attack, but a little more priority on her talent, since it will reduce the toughness of your opponents. Yukong is through and through a support. When we compare her with other supports, she has the highest base attack of all Harmony characters. But on the other hand, she has almost no defense and her HP ain't all that much. We can build her in 2 ways. First, a sub damage dealer, but a real glass cannon. And second, more defensive but less effective. In my opinion, we have other options for support when we look at survivability. If we're going to build her to extract the best of her, we need to go full glass cannon. First, she scales really well with attack and can help a bit on those DPS checks. But there is one very important detail. She's the type of character that depends on your speed planning, since her skill will only affect the next 2 characters attacking. That's why she needs to have more speed in your main damage dealer. So it's good to have speed on her boots, imaginary damage on her planet sphere, and attack percentage on the link robe and body piece. For Relics, the best set for Yukong is Musketeer of Wild Wheat. It will increase her attack by 12% when you have 2 pieces, but it also increases your speed by 6% when you have 4 pieces. For Ornaments, if your Yukong has more than 120 speed, your best option is Feet of the Ageless. Although it offers a bit more HP, the effect we're looking for is the 8% in attack increase to all allies. If you're below 120 speed, your second best option is Space Sealing Station, which increases your attack by 12%. It is obvious that Yukong would greatly benefit from but the battle isn't over. It has a great interaction with increasing energy recovery, and since she already needs to control the flow of who attacks next, she can also get the benefit from the damage buff. But let's focus on those Lycones that are more accessible. Among the 4-star Lycones, your 2 best options are Call of the Moon with the Clouds, which when entering a new battle, randomly offers one of these buffs to your entire team. Increase attack, increase crit damage, or increase energy recovery. Your other option would be Past and Future, which increases the damage of the next ally attacking after using your skill. It's a Lycone that already perfectly matches the effect of your skill. Unlike other characters, Yukong doesn't have an Eidolon that will be game changing. All of them are small buffs that are welcome but are necessary for you to be able to use her. The first Eidolon increases the speed of all allies by 10%. The second makes Yukong receive 5 energy for each ally who has reached the energy limit, but the effect can only be triggered once for each ally, and it starts again after Yukong uses her ultimate. Your third and fifth Eidolon increase your skill levels. For your fourth Eidolon, Yukong increases imaginary damage by 30% whenever she has stacks of Roaring Bowstring. Very useful buff, especially to combo with her ult, and her last Eidolon caused Yukong to get a stack of rolling bowstring after using her ult. Because of her skill, Yukong is great on aggressive teams, even more on those when your damage dealer is able to perform multiple actions or when you have a sub damage dealer. This way, you can consume the maximum potential of rolling bowstrings. Some good examples are compositions with Zilla. Due to her reset, she's able to use all the buff stacks. Another possible composition is those with sub damage dealers like Silverwolf or Asta, where they can also use the benefits and consumes the second stack of rolling bowstring. The only damage dealer that you clearly must avoid is Clara. Her main source of damage is her counterattacks. She can hardly have the correct timing of when to consume the stacks of rolling bowstrings. That's it, guys. Did you get your Yukong yet? Will you build her? And don't forget to leave your like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you next time.